Last time on the Tales from Tenrei, the Helping Hands infiltrated Olorix with the new stealth capabilities of the Celestial Skip. They set down near a village of refugees offering spells, skills, and supplies in exchange for intel on the captured city palace. Following the lead on a secret tunnel and with the help of the forest thing, they entered the tunnel, defeated a nest of spiders, and solved a puzzle to gain entry to the palace. Inside, they found the token of the Vortex Viper pirate crew on the corpse by the breached vault door. Within the vault, they discovered a mysterious box with the crest of Korok's god, the Silent Lord. Korok unsealed the box and met with his god, awakening a new power in his holy weapon. They rejoined the party in the ransacked vault in the heart of the occupied capital palace of Olorix. How will our protagonists handle the pirate forces? How will they liberate the stolen artifact fragment from the Vortex Vipers on Viter? And what of the Silent Lord? What is the connection between him and the Cult of the Risen? Find out on today's exciting episode of the Tales from Tenrei.
What is the connection between the Lord?
All right, so as the Slim Vorval and Lynx are basking in the petulant glow of Tycho's new hypercharged gun, you can hear some small amount of commotion, not like, "Ah, what is this?" But you hear like some voices at a above talking level through the door down that from the hallway that led to this vault. So you know that there is at least somewhat nearby activity from the pirates. Fortunately, if you recall, you had locked that door behind you, but it is just a regular lock. And these pirates almost certainly have at least one level of rogue.
Do you mean this door?
No, I mean this door down here.
Oh.
We get out of here,
Whoa.
or
They're gonna come for us if we wait around.
Well,
Yeah.
to get out of here, we would definitely, well, I would say probably have to go the way we came, right? Otherwise,
we
yes.
could do that, or we could do an emergency matter transport out of here. But I think it depends on, because those seem like very, really valuable, and I don't think we want to waste them.
Yeah.
How many people do those do?
I think everybody has one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they
I mean,
work just on the individual, or do they work?
Vorval does not have one.
I don't want to run from them.
Okay, then let's kill them all.
Hold on, I'm looking really quick. Does anybody have anything to strengthen the lock on that door, whether it be a spell or an item?
I mean, I think I have a lock, but could we try just disguising ourselves? Be like, "Hi, we're the pirates."
As pirates?
Yeah.
So you're not.
I got a hat.
You don't know that they've discovered you or anything. You just hear.
Yeah.
Lynx.
We can play dead.
You're our rogue. Why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check to hear what you hear, to place your quote unquote face. 16, not bad. So yes, you can't make out what they're saying, but it sounds like 3, maybe 4 guys having discussion. The voices are a little quieter now. If you had to guess, they had called for somebody to come over, which is why they were a little louder. But you cannot make out what they are talking about, but you know that they are not in the near vicinity of the door that you're on the other side of.
I also should tell you all that I do have a spell called Pass Without Trace that allows me and like creatures within 30 feet of me to like mask me and you all from detection. So it gives us like a +10 to stealth checks, and then it can't be tracked except by like magical means or whatever. So that's something we could possibly do. It lasts for an hour. So if it comes down to it, we might be able to stealth out of here that way.
When you first started to describe the spell, my immediate thought was like whoever's the sneakiest could go cause a ruckus elsewhere, distract the guards, and then the rest of the party could escape as well. Just another
yeah.
option, maybe.
Well, you know, I
Thank you.
I do wear boots of the elven kind. You know, haha, astral elf. My steps don't make any sound, so and I have advantage. You know, dexterity checks or stealth checks. So like, I could
Then then again, there's only like maybe 4-ish, so we could also just totally.
yeah. Like I think we should like maybe try to like if we need to if they don't leave quickly, we don't want to be trapped down here all day or all night. We could try to stealth past them if we can't. I mean, we fight if we have to, but I don't want to get my shoes dirty.
Things, I don't have any fun inventory that I can use to sneak around, but I'm all for blasting.
So I started blasting.
Exactly.
I do have this little skipping stone that like if I throw it, it'll just like find itself back in my pocket.
Oh, that
So
could be helpful if you
maybe
like
I
throw
can
it at a corner and
distract
get their
them
attention over
while
there.
we're sneaking by. That could possibly.
And that's the only way out, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Could do that.
So you all just straight up doing a group check on stealth.
Well, I can cast the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
I
make
still
sure-
feel like it might be the best idea to have the sneakier of us go out there, cause a distraction, come back, and then the rest of us do the thing on stealth just to get them off our trail.
Does this gun ever not glow like this?
If you stow it,
Because it's
just
You all
unequip it,
can-
and it'll not be visible.
You
I
all
mean-
can try to stay within 30 feet of me.
I mean, yeah, you guys don't have a big enough party that would be an issue.
Yeah.
So I'll ask again: are you guys doing a group stealth check with Pass Without a Trace active?
Yeah, I'm about to cast the spell. Is that what
Okay.
you all want to do? Good.
Yeah, sounds
Okay.
good.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody roll a stealth check, and if you want, you can type in +10 to that formula, or we can just add it after the fact in our minds. Or I can do it. I know how to do math. It's fine. I just increased the tens unit by 1. So 28,
Nice.
28, and 30. 32. 28.
Nice.
Feels like we're absolutely demolishing being rolled right now.
And then just adding a +10 to all of that. Holy shit.
Jesus.
I feel like I should be playing the Pink Panther music right now.
I think for Aviel and I already added 10.
Yeah, I added 10.
Oh, okay.
I added 10.
All right, so 18, 20, and then a 32.
And then mine's a 28.
And, yeah.
Still good.
28, 28, 18, 20, 22, or 32. Tycho, that makes sense. You're a ranger. You know how to do the sneak.
Sure.
Lynx, I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed in you. You rolled a 2.
I'm also
No.
disappointed in me. I still got a 20 though, so.
You have expertise in stealth. How did you? It doesn't matter. I'm not here to berate you, even though I just did. So, as you guys are passing without a trace, even Korok doesn't need to be held back from making a mistake this time. Everybody's way on top of their game. The voices that you heard, the source becomes apparent quickly enough. There are 4 pirates who are at the top of the steps that led to the secret passage. They're not actively messing with it anymore. They're up in the hallway that leads to it, kind of milling about, discussing what they want to do. With your rolls, it would be trivial to just sneak past them if you want to go back through the tunnel.
Yes.
You guys head back through the tunnel. The puzzle door closes at your behest, I guess. I mean, you can leave it open if you want, now that I say that. But a scant 7-ish minutes after you pass through it and head down the tunnel, the whole tunnel has a shift of air pressure as a wave of concussive force sort of pushes through with the explosion and then collapse of the tunnel, you hear two distinct voices screaming as that happens, but otherwise seems that
Oh, something inside there.
your best guess is they had another mishap like they did with the guy who was exploded at the front of the vault door.
Oh, okay.
They just kill themselves for us, so we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
It's good.
So yeah, no, the tunnel is no longer dangerous. You have cleared it out of its denizens. You are able to make it back to the mouth of it, and we can be in the village again if you so wish.
Yes.
It is so wished. Before you get to the village, Tycho, I want for you to roll me a animal handling roll.
Handled.
Nice.
Handled.
All right, we'll get to what that was for in a bit. You guys arrive back at the village. It is getting to be later in the evening, and clouds and rain have settled in over the town. You return triumphantly. The de facto guard captain that Korok had gotten some intel from about like the forces left over from the palace guard and the events of their previous attempt to lay siege to retake the palace is up and about now and greets you when you return. You in the plural sense.
Use.
Yes.
Yes.
These guys.
Y'all.
Use guy.
Okay, which one of you... I mean, technically she should decide, but which one of you wants to be the one that she talks to?
Usually that would be Shalim.
Shalim is... He's good for a while, so no excuse. Do you want him to talk to her then?
Yes. We'll just all be close by.
Yeah, we're still present.
Since Shalim is a player character, I'm not going to sit here and have a conversation with myself in a bad
You're not?
facsimile. If that's what you guys want, I'll do it.
I was super angling for that, but all right.
All right. First off, the captain of the guard here, her name is Jezreel. She is
Yes, Miss Jezebel.
the majority of the people on this planet are elves of the wooden variety, this being once a very natural, harmonious planet. If you recall, the events that led her to be a guard captain is she was the last remaining person of any sort of rank, so it fell to her. Upon your guys' return, like I said, Korok had been healing her and hers. So she's up and about. She's suited up now, and she was in the middle of polishing her blade when she noticed you guys come back, set that down, and came over.
Nice blade. I've never seen its equal.
It's misbalanced as it was created for a four-fingered person, and I sadly have 5.
Are you being serious right now?
That is exactly what it looks like.
We can take care of that.
Despite the weakness in this blade, I was in the middle of polishing it, as I'm sure that you noticed, because I have something to ask of you and something to offer you. Shalim says, "Oh, very interesting. I'm always down to receive a little bit of quid pro quo, as it were. What is it that you're offering us, my dear captain?"
Well, if you have, I'm aware that you are returning from the palace. Before I extend my offer, I will ask you, what information were you able to gather there, if any?
Well,
Miss Jezebel.
Shalim relates that. Well, what information did you guys want to share? And then I'll have Shalim say that.
The pirates are still occupying the fortress, but just not in great numbers anymore. It's been ransacked.
Their
The
ship
tunnel
is,
we used to traverse there
yeah,
has
their
been
ship is
destroyed.
crippled.
Yep.
They're going to
Do a
be
great
blowing
job
up
of
the
killing
tunnel.
themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tunnel's
Only 30
gone.
of them.
There's a talking frog about.
That was the most interesting thing that I
I like
remember.
that. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was good.
The king of the forest.
The king of the forest, yes.
Shalim slicks his hair back a little bit, adjusts his collar, winks at you guys, and then walks forward. Captain, if I may offer a rebuttal to your question, I think it would be beneficial for all parties, but perhaps most certainly us over you. I'm sure you'll understand. If you were to offer us the information that you had before we returned any to you, seeing as how we're not denizens of this world and do not have a habit of offering favors for free, I'm sure you understand. She failed her insight check against his rather impressive charisma or persuasion there, so she frowns a little bit and says,
Well, I suppose that I was hoping that
and she turns to look at Korok and sighs.
I know that you had been asking around, not just to me, but to my men as well, if we would be capable or willing to retake the palace, and that got us thinking, and we collectively, most of us, have decided that if you guys, who, no offense, are a much smaller number than even our diminished forces, were able to enter and return from the palace, that it might be worth it to try again, especially with experienced adventurers such as yourselves on our side. Part of the reason that I was asking for your information first is I didn't want to fully extend this offer unless the information that you had gathered would be of particular use. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, and if you're going to tell us that the palace is heavily occupied with cannons and barricades, then obviously that's not something that we could risk.
Shalim smiles, says that, well, he gives the information, I suppose. The men number about 30. The ship that they came in on has crashed, you see, so they're somewhat stuck, although they seem to be making the best of it. Unfortunately, the manner in which we entered the palace has since been closed, so unless you have a hearty stock of miners left in this little village, I don't think we'll be getting back in that way. On the bright side, though, as I said, their ship has been crashed, so you don't need to worry about being broadsided by any siege weapons. Jezreel strokes her chin contemplatively, giving you guys who are not Shalim a chance to say anything that you would wish.
How big is Jezreel's forces? Oh, I almost said fortress.
She
Forces.
has, I will round it to 20 men.
She's got 20. They've got 30. They're dumb pirates. And she's a bunch of. Are they all like pretty badass astral elves, or are they?
No. They're elves, half elves, and some humans, but y'all have been around the block, especially the Helping Hands company here. You guys have seen your fair share of things to see. These guys are not unexperienced and certainly better armed than your typical peasant, but okay, Jezreel was a commander, which meant that she was in charge of like a small number of guards for one shift of the guarding shift. So she is the highest ranking, and she is not god tier. The rest of these guys are like new hires, trainees, and people who were just trying to like not climb that corporate ladder.
I feel like we could probably help them and bust back into that palace and all that shit, but like we'd have to do it for some coin or something because we're mercenaries. And
Yeah,
also, like,
definitely not something we could be doing for free. Because I
No,
mean,
no, but,
it's a
like-
lot. It's really a lot to ask.
do we want to is the question. Do we want to go on like a side quest?
Or it's like, do we want to go on a side quest, or how we gotten the information that we need from this place? We've helped them out a whole bunch already.
Shalim, who I am conveniently DMPCing right now, suggests that we still do not have a means of safely entering the Lawless Tumult, and it is possible, certainly with this grounded ship, that one of the members aboard, whoever the highest ranking happens to be, would undoubtedly have a map on how to get back in. Otherwise, it'd be awfully silly
yeah.
for him to have traveled in and out in the first place.
That's an excellent point. And yeah, like this ship that has, their ship was destroyed or whatever, but it's still there, right? Like it's
That sorts that. Initially when we busted in there, I was like, damn, it would be cool to take over that pirate ship. And I was like, oh, it's busted. Let's not do that. But now I'm like, maybe we can fix it.
yeah. Because if we're interested in helping, like I think the terms should be that we get the first crack at the ship. Man, and especially if they have anybody that could help us, in repairing that ship. But
Yeah,
if that's not possible, at least that we could, loot it, check it for information.
Yeah.
Feels like they would be willing to give
'Cause
up
it
a
was-
lot
Yeah.
in order
'Cause
to
it-
get back their palace. So
Yeah. Like, we'll help you get your palace. You help us get that ship.
and the gold, whatever.
The
We gotta get paid. I feel like we're
coin.
doing a disservice to Salim if we don't get paid.
Yeah.
Please be gone. He's gonna come back and be so mad.
All right, so Jezebel, who frowns every time you mispronounce her name and sort of mutters, "It's Jezreel," is pleased to hear that you would be interested, although, again,
The terms that you've laid out are more than agreeable. We certainly don't have anything that we could offer you. So if that's all you require, absolutely. You are more than welcome to have the plunders.
I'm taking her sword too. Just kidding.
Damn. No. Dick move.
Wow.
Tycho, as you were rooting around in your bag to be like, oh, do I, have anything that I want to, you find a little toadstool in there, a little like red Aminata thing.
God damn it.
You don't know how it got in there, but it is the toadstool, or at least the similar one that the Forest King was sitting on.
Aww.
Oh, happy day.
He's watching us.
All of my wishes came true.
I'll call it the Forest King's toadstool.
Do we rub it? What do we do? How do we get the Forest King back?
Feed
Put
it.
glitter on it.
Yeah. We put it in a tea and all drink, and we just get crazy high.
Roll nature, I would say, was probably the best way to do that. Yeah, you have no idea. It could be anything. It's probably eating it, although you have no idea if this thing is poisonous or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that.
Oh, I could cast Identify on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Sweet.
Quite expertly done. Okay, so the way that this works is if you pop the top off of the stem, it appears that will summon the Forest King to you.
Ah,
Nice.
it's like a frog grenade.
What does I'm trying to think of what the Forest King does though. Other than make everyone happy.
Eats things and tells stories.
The Forest King
Ah!
is a tiny animal, which is, I think, the second smallest thing. He has 1 hit point and terrible stats all around, although he can swim and jump. He has attacks and abilities that are neat, but pose no threat to any creature that is larger than his size. That is all that you really know about how toads work. Anything else? You're not sure what special things might be in store from the Forest King himself, but that is the stats for a toad.
What level does the Rangers get a familiar? Because I will be asking for Forest King.
Jezreel clears off a table after the supping has occurred for the evening, clears off a table and rolls out a map of the palace and the surrounding areas. You guys don't know the position of where, I mean, you have a pretty good idea of the general area that these pirates are going to be in the palace. Yes, right here, that's the front entrance. That's what you want to get to. So here's what we're going to do, actually. Roll 3d20.
Okay.
1 for you, 1 for both of these guard units. Let's see. A 19,
I was
a
supposed to
5, and a 5. So you've actually... Huh. All right, well, I'm glad that you guys did all that planning. You're at the front gates. These guys have not gotten to you yet. These troops are still active, but you are at the front gates without having anyone actively shooting at you at the moment.
All right.
Who's using the explosive? Rogue?
Yep.
Okay, Lynx, in that case, I want you to roll me a thieves' tool with dexterity.
Oh,
Woo.
Okay. And then roll a dexterity save.
oh Lord. Ah, not great.
All right, you are going to be taking... what is the damage roll for dynamite? Because you'll be taking that.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Oh God, hold on. Shoot.
Berries for you.
Hey, I'm gonna have to, I think, hit the edit item so it'll show it to me. 3d4 explosive. It's +1 to hit, and then damage is 3d4 explosive.
All right, well, roll 3d4. Lynx, see how badly you damage yourself.
I apologize for
I don't
my
like
roll in this.
This could. Okay, that could have been worse.
Nice.
Wait, where'd that go? Where'd the roll go?
3.
Oh,
You did
okay.
3 damage, so apply 3 damage to yourself. However,
That could have been a lot worse.
you guys are in.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
When this is all over, I'm going to get those fucking dummies, and I'm taking the dummies with us everywhere we go. Just so you guys know.
I
Put them in the
want
glitter bag.
everyone who doesn't have an inspiration has just gained an inspiration. And anyone who has an
Hooray!
inspiration sucks to suck. You should use your inspirations. You have all gained those inspirations for excellent planning that worked out so well that you didn't even have to do the full battle.
Yay.
So here you are, breached the gate. You have gotten as far as the outer wall. This represents like the outer wall area. Moving forward in is going to be like the core defense area. What will you do? Captain Jezreel is with you. She will be lending you assistance in combat, covering for Shalim as it turns out.
I'd like to see if I can take up a sniper position, but it looks like we're a little too close for that.
You are a little too close. I mean, when you get through to the wall that's protective there, you can try and climb it. It is very tall. So
I'd like to do that, yeah, because I've
Here.
got
I'm gonna cantrip you with guidance, okay? I touch you on the arm,
Okay.
and I'm just like, hey, You get a
I like that.
you
I'm
get to
I'm
roll a
gonna use
d4 and add it.
okay, I'm also gonna use armor of I've got the armor of the climber equipped. So that should also help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for
yeah,
athletics,
you
I
roll.
believe, with all the
Oh,
bonuses
let's
granted
see.
therein.
Yeah, I'm double checking the
Hold on.
stat.
I'm gonna see if I can bake mine in really quick. Yeah. There.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to use armor of the climber.
1 charge of spider climb. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I think I will. Just because if it's a 1, I got an inspiration to reroll. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So spider climb.
All right. So, Lynx, you get for your, I guess, surprise round here. You can get 60 up, which actually does put you at the top of the wall.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You probably can't see them because they're like ants to you, but 2 on top of the house, that little buildings, and then 2 in the towers are the ones that you can see from this vantage point. And with that, we are beginning combat. It is first round goes to Lynx, followed
Alright.
by some bunch of bad guys.
I use my pew pew.
Yeah.
Damn. And he's down.
And they are all very aware of your location now.
And then I sneak. I use my action thingy. And there we go.
Once the enemies are properly alerted to you, a man in full on well, he's got the jacket, he's got the hat, he's got the saber,
Oh shit.
he's got the gumption to be running out at you. Men, take up arms! We've got invaders! Fortunately, he is unable to see you with your hidden, so he spends the rest of his turn looking around. Does not see you, and that goes to Captain Jezreel. Where do you guys want her going? You want her kicking in the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can get shot at first. It'd be cool if we had some dummies to play in the doorway.
Just
I'm sorry about your dummies.
Total waste of
Left
dummies.
behind.
All right,
Oh,
Jezreel, being a brash young elf woman, having no real direction to how to do this, runs in, slashing at the pirate commander captain. I guess he's named a captain. He's not the captain. She lays into him. His chest is slashed, and he is bleeding already.
what a wimp.
Damn.
I gotta we gotta make their egos get hurt so that it'll bring down the morale.
Mm-hmm.
Go the psychological route as well as the physical route.
You hear the click of flint against steel, and the sound of a bullet screeching through the air, sinking itself deep into the chest of Jezreel.
Oh,
Furiosa.
Isabel
is
got shot.
okay. Well, I gotta go and find her. I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit this guy. I better hit him. I'll be sad if I don't.
Do it.
Do it, Rosie Vortex Viper Commander. Blast!
Furiosa slides
Whoa.
through the doorway like socks on tile, sort of finger guns a guiding bolt, felling the commander. Ah! Undone by some sort of magical fire! Ah! So another beast-scaled pirate runs out from the gate, seeing Jezreel in front of the dead captain, assumes that she is the one who attacked, swoops in for the attack, hits, and
Dibs on her sword.
takes a pretty big chunk out of her. She screams.
Am I to do this entire fight by myself?
I want to use my shadow sting.
Excellent. D4 plus 3. You cannot mathematically not kill him, so even if you had rolled a 1, he had 3 hit points, and now he has none hit points. What else will you be
Yeah.
doing? I feel so sleepy.
I need to heal this lady. Let me see the old spell book. She's not dying, is she?
She's not dying yet, but she is injured. Seeing the presence of a healer, can't abide that.
Korak retract into his shell.
A flintlock
Oh, man.
rifle fires a pellet that does, in fact, bounce off of Korok's shell.
Yeah.
Choo! Damnation! Tycho!
Levi! Am I now covered from this man on the roof?
Yes.
Because I'm underneath. All right, good. Then I'll shoot Mr. across the way here. Go shoot together.
First time that you fired this bad boy since it got charged. Avenge the commander! These flintlock rifles, while powerful, are not particularly accurate.
Which one is the commander? The guy on the left or the guy on the right?
The dead guy in the middle.
Oh, never mind. We don't need to hold him, I guess. So we can just kill everyone. Cool. He's dead. Never mind. I guess I'm gonna do a chaos bolt on one of them.
So chaotic that it flies away. A guy back here, for those of you who are able to see, screams at what's going on. I'm getting a captain! And he darts off.
Oh, that's the guy we need to hold.
Let me come out here first and see what's going on here. Okay, so
A
that
bunch of
one,
nonsense.
I see that. I see everyone has been busy. I hope I don't miss.
You don't miss. Sacred flame surrounds him. He screams as his flesh incinerates with the radiant light. The remaining, his remains tumble off the edge of the roof that he was precariously perched upon.
Wow, that's kind of like depressing.
You're the one who did
It
this.
is.
Yeah, I know. You evoke a fiery blade. The blade is, I was just looking at this. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to, so I actually have a bonus action where I could do like a flame blade in my hand, I guess. That's cool, right? So I like that.
Are you
I think
asking if it's cool? It is.
It is
Confirmed.
cool.
It's
Okay.
cool.
I've never done it before. So I'm just going to do it. You're already concentrating on guidance. Nah, I'll just end that concentration. All right.
Lynx, you're suddenly like, oh, I don't feel like anyone's really
Oh yeah, I should have
helping
used
my
that while I
actions
had a
anymore.
chance.
Time to go into place.
This time with more success. Dead.
Sweet. We got one more left. One more left until the next.
Ended the norm core. Take a bolt of chaotic energy whizzes over your head and impacts someone that you're hiding from on the ceiling.
Sick. I'm gonna use the hold person on this last dude.
Okay. He is paralyzed.
All right, guys. Warm his ass. Now that he's held, I'll run over to him. This gate is locked, right? Or is it open?
No, it's open.
Oh, sweet. Actually, I'm gonna go for the door.
Okay.
He's held. Someone else can take care of his ass.
All right. Well, Tycho is considered on the next map.
Are we going to keep this guy as our prisoner, or are we going to kill him?
Interrogation's always good.
Jezreel
tear his
says
arms
no
off.
quarter.
I would just kill him.
Then Lynx cocks and loads.
Yeah. Look, we don't.
Over there
We don't need any. We don't need anybody causing any of us any more injuries. Supplies are limited here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Oh, shit.
He
Negative
can't
80.
even scream, because he's paralyzed. Just
And dead.
looks at you with like pleading eyes as radiant flames consume his body.
Oh, man.
All right.
Kind of bad about that.
Are you guys progressing to the next map?
Yeah, but like a thick roll through the doorway.
Obviously, I don't know
That's
how
key.
else. I think Tycho's physically incapable of not doing that. You guys dash into the courtyard. You do not see any enemies at present, although you do hear yelling. Everybody can roll for me a perception roll if you want to try and see what they are yelling.
Yes. See or hear?
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah.
We perceive.
You are hearing that guy who escaped explaining very loudly and quickly to someone what's going on, warning that intruders are
guy?
there. That guy who ran out of the combat further back before you guys made it through the door. You can hear him yelling across the polar opposite side of this map from you. He has entered a door and is in the process of warning somebody about your presence. And that is now the start of combat round. So, Voraviel, you are first.
I'm gonna go sneak.
Where did Voraviel go? He was right there next to you, and then suddenly
You
he
don't
was not.
see me. Can't see me.
All right, Lynx.
All right. If I move up to like where Voraviel is, I can also use my cunning action to sneak and end that turn, right?
Yeah. As long as you're not doing another action.
I'm gonna hunker down right here.
Okay. Jezreel yells, "For the people of Olorix!" and dashes forward some more.
Oh shit.
I mean, you guys are playing it cautious, but she's here to like fucking free the people.
Yeah.
I'm with Jezebel.
She gives you an approving
Right.
nod as you both run forward. I don't know if you're screaming too, but she definitely is.
I'm just saying, when you die, I'm taking your sword.
Furiosa.
Damn.
Damn, that's cold. I didn't know the professor was such a stone cold. Academic, I guess. Let me describe what's going on here. You hear a man say, "Well, then let's just take care of them." As you can see a bunch of pirates running out from the doors that led to the rest of the castle palace there. You don't know if he's seen you or not, but he is drawing his sword as he leads his men forward. Captain Reed Astor. I don't know why you would know his name, but that man, that handsome Yuan-Ti man, draws a very fine-looking rapier that looks like it's made from snake bones.
This is about to be a Captain Disaster when we're done with him.
Oh.
All right. Round 2, now with bad guys. Featuring Captain Astor going first. As he draws his rapier, in his other hand he takes up a whip, which he snaps loudly as the air sizzles around it, and he says, "I see that you're there. Let's have at this then." And he moves forward, laughing. "It's been a while since we had a good fight. Come, men! Aye, Captain!"
I like this guy.
They must be really bored.
Lynx,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like for you to roll an intelligence roll on your own time. Tycho is hit with a flintlock pistol rifle, or flintlock rifle is what I meant. The bullet successfully impacts you, Tycho. A glancing blow, nothing to be worried about. While Korok is doing his thing, Lynx, when you get you saw the picture. When Lynx gets a good enough look at him, you actually know at least of this man. He is not a big-time player, but a big enough player that he's come up in certain circles once or twice. He is an underling valuable enough to have a known name underneath one of the pirate lords of Vitern.
Okay.
He has a reputation for being a bit of a heartbreaker among other things.
It precedes him. Do I know anything other than that, like who he's allied with, or?
Well, obviously he's Vortex Vipers.
Okay, yeah. And is this the first time I've encountered him in person? I've only known
Yes,
of him from rumors.
yeah.
Okay,
You know his name and his reputation, but not what he looks like.
gotcha. And now I do.
Now you do.
How much damage did Tycho take?
Tycho, how are you
Just 3.
looking?
I'm good. Just 3.
He laughs the bullet off as he flicks it out of his armor.
Good man.
Another one of the pirates yelling and rallied by his captain fires another flintlock rifle at Tycho. These guys now don't like you because you laughed off an attack.
Uh-oh.
No one laughs at the Vortex Vipers!
Give it to him.
Put one through this dude's dome piece. Try to shoot this guy with old Persone.
You silly little as the stunning blast impacts his chest directly, he laughs. Silly little tricks won't work on me.
Oh.
As he cracks his whip in the air next to him. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Fuck. I mean, shoot.
What did you try doing to him?
Old person.
Old person.
Stunning
Damn.
shot from the gun.
Guess I better take cover. Into the bushes!
Jezreel, who had previously been impressed with the professor, shakes her head somewhat disappointedly as she charges the nearest pirate, felling him in one blow. Does she have any movement left? She stabs her sword into the chest as the guy is falling. She whips out her bow, fires wildly off target, and then, pulls her sword out from his chest. So she was trying to be cool. It didn't really work out for her. Uh-oh, somebody's got eyes on you, Korok.
Shit.
Unfortunately for you, he's a bit of better shot than the other guys. Click where you want to end up on the map. The bullet passes through where you were as there's like a shimmer of light, and then suddenly you're right next to him, and he's still looking through the scope, confused as to where you went.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't even noticed that you're right next to him yet. Lynx.
That's awesome.
What's in the middle?
A fountain.
A fountain.
It's pretty.
Regular ass fountain.
I spent a
It is very
huge
pretty.
amount of time on this map that was completely unnecessary to do because combat's happening in it. So
Good detail.
Was violence ever not an option?
I also made a version just for the day.
I get him?
Captain Aster laughs out. You know what? No, you critically
God
failed.
damn, Captain Asshole!
You critically failed, but your
Fuck.
bullet he can't see you. Your wait, you rolled with advantage. That means you rolled 2 1s. My God.
Oh wow!
Do you
yeah.
want to use your inspiration on that?
You know what? I was thinking about it. Yeah, I
do
think
that.
that was just too embarrassing.
I would do that. Yes.
Do I have advantage like I did last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna attempt to parry it.
God, this guy's just too suave. Oh, but not suave enough.
He brings his sword up to parry
Suave
the
a bit.
bullet. He actually does terrifyingly get the bullet with his sword. Unfortunately, the bullet is made of a soft material, as all assassin bullets are, and it splits and hits him in 2 places, dealing him
Nice.
2 grievous wounds.
Nice.
Anything else, Lynx? Oh,
I-
no.
Hmm?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was going to say, did your sneak attack roll? But yes, it did.
Wow.
Sneak.
Holy shit.
The captain's more serpentine traits are presenting themselves as he bares his fangs, and you see 4 very sharp needle-like snake teeth in the location where his canines should be, and he hisses, "Perhaps I underestimated you." He
The
says this
turtle
kind of
sworn
wildly to the air since he doesn't know where that gunshot came from. Taken by surprise, you incinerate. What type of this radiant damage? Yeah, as you engulf another poor bastard in radiant flames.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He doesn't even have a
That's-
chance to scream as he disintegrates.
That's my favorite kind of kill.
Right beside you! He doesn't have a name. I don't know why I thought that he did.
Johnny,
Pirate rushes forward, flanking you.
good. Missed the hell out of me.
You turn the other cheek, which, I mean, you turn slightly to the side and tank the hit on your nigh impenetrable shell. The two pirates next to you are now just sort of, they share like a glance at one another as they're like suddenly very concerned about the situation that they're in. One of the guys who was like, I guess you could say the personal escort, the ones who came out with Aster, runs up laughing as he whips out his flintlock rifle, levels it at Korok. "You're not getting out of this one!" Oh, shit. And critically hits you. Nice.
Oh,
This is some fight.
15 piercing damage.
oh,
Uh-oh.
don't die on us.
I'm nearly dead.
Oh damn.
This guy
Oh,
is
Lord.
dead, so...
Can somebody
Seeing-
point out to me where Korok is on the map? Or can I just not see him?
He's over here.
I got to. Thank you.
The loud impact of his companion's shot hardens the annoying vortex pirate, and he runs forward, swinging his weapon wildly. Yes, very wildly. Easy enough for Jezreel to deflect with her sword. Captain Aster, now rather upset and intent on retaliating, looks in the general direction where the shot came from and only sees Furiosa.
Hi.
Deciding that you were the one that attacked him, he draws his pistol and fires 2 shots. The first one does not hit, and the second one, I'm gonna guess, probably does not hit, but we'll see. I spoke way too soon. That one hits.
That one I can't use absorb elements on, right? It's asking me.
Yeah, it's piercing.
I didn't think so.
Tis a
Okay.
bullet.
It's a flesh wound. Oh, big flesh wound.
Kerplow! I'll teach
chunk of
you to
weapon.
ruin my shirt.
I'm just like, wasn't even me.
A sniper's got eyes on you.
Great. Cool. Wonderful. Amazing.
Love that for me.
It's very exciting. It's my favorite.
The range at which that shot came from must have softened the blow a bit.
It's time to come on out and do some acid.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Nice.
Ah! You bunch of riffraff are intent on destroying my clothes, are you not? Korok, from a place that you weren't aware of, a sniper fires a shot, which
Yes.
whizzes past your head, but you are now aware that you are in the sights. Although the more pressing concern is the guy right next to you, who swings
Damn.
his sword at you. Just so you know, you are flanked, which means they're making attacks with advantage. Not that it's mattering because you're a turtle and your AC is ridiculous.
Thank God. I thought I had the drop on him.
Oh, you did, but you lost it.
Damn it.
Jezreel screams again as she fells another foe.
It's
I'll see all the treasure that you've stolen returned to the royal family. Fells 1, attacks Captain Aster with her second attack.
Oh, you mean the plunder?
Nice.
Captain
Good.
Aster
Oh
finds
wow.
this somehow amusing and annoying at the same time.
Is this Aster right here? Yeah. I'm gonna blast this MFer.
Peeking out from the bushes.
Pew! Pew!
Ooh, wow.
Critical.
This guy's got a lot of help.
And then I'm gonna rub the Forest King's toadstool stool.
You're summoning the
Wait, what's
Forest King?
Yeah, why not? He's the best.
You snap the toadstool's cap off, and you hear in the distance a loud croaking before, out of some hidden space that he was in, the Forest King appears right next to you. You may not be able to see him because his token is so small.
Oh. See those bushes?
He's like right there, right next to
Yeah.
you.
I got you.
So really, Tycho's the only one who's able to notice that he has appeared because he's so small. Korak, you are doing an amazing job of just like laughing off their attempts to hit you. And now it's your turn.
All right, I need to attack. So let's go here and let's use our claws.
Rethink that and roll a different weapon. Claws are essentially slightly better unarmed attacks. Use one of your weapons.
Can I give an inspiration to him if needed? Like, can we give those to other people?
Yeah.
All right, let's go Shadow Sting.
Crit cow. No, that hits. You wrap the whip around his head, yank it as part of the attack, and his neck snaps as he falls limp to the floor. His friend looks wide-eyed at you, terrified. You mess with the turtle, you get the horns.
Just kind of like wanting to not die, so just doing that.
How bad are you looking right now?
No, I'm okay.
You hear a cork fall to the ground, and Furiosa, like you had lost sight of her for a second, and then when you regain sight, she looks way better.
Yeah, like I step out of the shadows,
Casually throws the potion bottle on the ground, it shatters. She wipes her lips.
Back in the game.
They still haven't found my position, I don't think. Right.
Well, you keep hiding, you know?
That, I mean, it helps.
Ooh.
Oh my god, yeah. This smarmy asshole.
This guy who was
so cool.
leveling he had just like reloaded his flintlock rifle and was leveling it at Korak. Suddenly his head like jerks to the side slightly. You hear the splattering of something wet, and he just falls limp in front of himself.
Oh man, good shot.
Yeah, I feel bad. He seems kind of like, as a player, I like that guy. So this is like his grand entrance, just kind of sputtered out. It's sad. I kind of make my way over here so that we've got a little bit of a better spread. And then just because I can, I like do a cool there we go, sneaky pose, and then blend back into the
'Tis the Forest King's turn.
Yes.
Tycho, you hear in your mind, accompanied by a croaking sound in your ears, what request will you make of me? Sorry, what request shall you make of me?
Kill everyone. No. We're not gonna capture this captain, right? We just want him dead. Do we think about that?
He already looks pretty dead, right?
The captain?
Yeah.
No,
He
he's
looks
still
alive.
kicking.
Oh, really?
He's standing next to Jezreel.
Short answer, yeah, there's no way you're taking this guy captive.
All right, then.
Kill him.
Who did I kill
great
then?
one.
I killed the guy immediately.
I've got a hold spell, but if we want to kill him, I don't know if it would work.
Oh, great one. Please
Who did I kill then?
help us defeat this captain, asshole.
It's Flunky.
He croaks at you contemplatively for a second, and then you lose track of him with your eyes. He disappears into the bushes.
Oh God.
I hope he comes up through that
What have we
fucking
done?
fountain. I hope he comes up to that fountain and just like frogs him.
Frogs him. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm blasting. Let's see. Blast. Misses.
He's too concerned with the issues with his skin right now to laugh at you.
All right. I haven't used this before. I'm gonna ice him. So he'll be swimming with the fishies.
Ooh.
In front of you, the air condenses as it freezes the water in it into a blade, which rockets forward. Aster looks up at the last second, attempting to use his parry. The ice is too quick for him, though, and it slices through his... Not through, it slices into his sword, which wiggles and bends now. You can see that it is, in fact, a spine. Impacting into his chest, he looks down at it. Frost spreads out from the wound. He opens his mouth to say something. All that comes out is the fog of breath in a cold morning. And then he falls down dead.
And all you hear in the background is kind of playing near me is she's cold as ice. So I yell out to the those who remain standing, your captain is dead. Flee now if you still want your lives.
Avenge the captain!
Let's do Shadow Sting.
You swing Shadow Sting. It makes a loud cracking sound in the air. The guy next to you looks around and he's like, ha ha ha, thinking himself unhit until a thick, dark line of red appears in his chest. His smile goes away as his heart stops supplying enough blood to his brain to continue such cocky actions. He falls to his knees, falls back, and blood begins to pool in the pristine cracks of the ornate cobblestone inset in this. It's if there's anything else, I'm done rambling.
Is that all of them? That's all that I can see.
No, there's two up on the rafters on each side, 20 feet up.
There are
shit.
snipers.
Yep.
All right, I need to heal then.
Well, I think I'm going to try taking a bit of cover down here. Let's see, if I go yellow, that would, well, I can't see them right now, can I?
If you can't see them, then that sucks. You as a player, though, there's a reason we're not out of combat yet.
Okay. Well, and like Lynx would know that they're there, but like
you would know at least one of them is there on that side because you witnessed them fire at Korok.
Exactly. Okay, well, I scoot forward and try to. Oh, I just caught him out of the corner, scooting around, all sneaky like, trying to take position. See, all right, I see him, and I still see him. Yeah, I don't think that I can actually attack him this round. But I'm going to see how much I can move and still have him. All right, so I try to take cover beneath this, over this column. I, like, pop out there, get a good look-see, and, like, do that little roll with your gun, again, like, held up against the pillar thing, like...
Except your gun is a rifle, so it's a little bit more dramatic.
It's like that scene in The Matrix.
Senor Forest King. Tycho, you know mentally... Well, actually, Tycho, I want you to call heads. Or, well, you know what? I'll just do it. Do roll 1d6. Heads is left, tails is right. Heads is left. You hear in your minds, Tycho, a loud croaking noise and then a scream as some sort of eldritch happenings, some sort of circumstance befalls someone to the northwest of where you are.
That guy's gone.
You just got frogged.
That guy's gone.
You feel in your mind that the Forest King bids you adieu.
Goddamn, that was awesome.
Jezreel, seeing you heading off in that direction, assumes that there is an enemy over there. Runs up to you, looks at you for a second before dashing around the corner, and also discovering that there is no one that she can see.
Yeah, I have identified the sniper's location, and I'm gonna cue right back.
I've got eyes. As the last
Oh,
pirate
yeah.
falls to the ground, the electricity in the air, not literal but figurative electricity in the air, fades somewhat as the first beams of the sun break the sky in this garden. And you have a better view of the carnage that you have created. Captain Astor's body lies partially in the fountain in the middle of the courtyard, his blood mixing with the otherwise pristine waters.
Should we investigate around there too, though? I would say. I think.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Just to see if anything fell off of them, like in the fight, or if there's anything around the water, and just that's kind of just where I would start with is that general area.
Roll investigation then.
Alrighty. Come on.
What'd you get? I'm in a different.
Oh, I'm sorry. 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah.
You look around for, as you say, anything in the near vicinity. I mean, there's corpses. There's nothing of value on them, with the exception of Captain Astor. Like, this courtyard seems to have been largely left alone during the initial attack, so it's not destroyed or anything. It is still reflective of the natural beauty inherent, or rather endemic to this planet.
It is a nice place so far.
Yes, you feel peaceful, serene.
Are there any any seeds or any anything cool like that I could take with me? Of course.
Roll nature.
Okay. Nature. Damn. Hey, I'd use my inspiration for that. Boom. I just use my inspiration for that. Because
All right, roll it again.
Because I want to, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, that's right. It was a 20 all along. It never was a 10.
Just kidding. You find there are many plants of beauty in this garden. Olorix is... I'm not going to read the description again, but it is a world of natural beauty and harmony. There are not any particularly strange plants that catch your eye. Well, the only real exception is not an unusual plant so much as one that's rarer to find in the Greater Charted. You find a willow herb that you believe that you can harvest successfully without killing it, and so you do.
Yes, I would. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, from inside Captain Astor's bandolier, which somehow survived the acid, the ice, the other various types of horrendous damage. Tucked within, as you shake it out a little bit, the last bits of acid dropping off of it, is a strange rolled up drawing, which should be visible in chat now.
I can read it if you want.
Go for it.
This document is made of a strange magic-infused material. It's similar to cloth, but with a texture of paper. It seems nigh impervious to damage. There's some kind of a drawing or image. It covers one side of it, but it is kind of swimming and distorting as you look at it. It is obviously protected from unwanted eyes by some powerful magic.
Aha.
Do I recognize anything?
You recognize anything?
Like the drawing, does it seem familiar at all?
No. Roll. Let's say insight length. Okay, this is. This has to be a map for the tumult, but obviously it's got some sort of magical protection preventing it from being easily readable. Only someone of a very high position would have the sorts of things that you would need to decode it.
I just like immediately look at that lady, Captain.
Give me a perception, Lynx. Interesting. Yeah, other than what you can like assume from where you got it and the person and the situation by which it was acquired, this is probably a map of the tumult, but in order to be able to properly read it, you would almost certainly need like a pirate lord, a syndicate boss, or some other very high level individual.
Someone to interpret?
Someone to dispel it. That's
okay.
Would probably be done with like some sort of like essentially a magical key, some item that they would keep on them at all times to be able to make it understandable.
Can I hold on to that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can give it to you.
You should go to their ship. Probably in the captain's quarters.
Oh, yep. Probably, maybe.
That's the real loot of the ship.
That's right. Should we be shaking hands with our lady friend here and heading to the ship?
Jezreel has led her men. There were no losses. This was a very handy defeat that you guys just procured. So she led her men sweeping throughout the rest of the palace for any stragglers that may have been left, but there is only one, an old man who is dragged back by her men as she returns to this area where you guys are. There's an old man with a long beard, hunched over, no shirt, shorts, covered almost every inch of his skin in beautiful, intricate, vivid, lifelike tattoos. There's images of lunar whales that look as though it's like you're actually looking at one. That's how realistic, detailed, and beautiful it is. The captain says, we found the ship, and I'm sorry, but it looks like there's nothing on there. The only thing that we were able to find at a cursory sweep was this gentleman who claims to be the artist for the crew. And the old man says, yes, I'm the master tattooist. I would very much appreciate if you did not kill me. Even though I'm part of this crew, it is not, at least not initially, my choice to have been so. I only wish to apply my trade without problem, and the Vortex Vipers, they pay me well for my magics. I could offer some to you if you would be willing to let me go. There's not really any treasure to speak of.
I don't trust this guy at all.
There's not any
tattoos.
There's not really any treasure to speak of left. It was all taken by the others when they departed. as he looks at Aster, who's still like halfway in the fountain. Well, the captain was a bit of a heartbreaker. He was not particularly high on the pecking order, so the others, they took all the treasure without leaving him any, stranded him here.
I think the real treasure here is you.
I don't believe him. I don't believe this guy.
If you're willing to let me go, I would make an offer for you.
Can I do insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, I guess, if you want.
I think this.
Natural 20. Yes, your expert your eyes, expert
My
and well
expert
trained
eyes.
at sizing people up, determine that several key factors about this man. One, he is not dangerous. He's old, he's fragile. You can tell by the way that his knuckles have knobbed and the tightness in his wrists that he has done nothing but hone his craft over his lifetime. His gauntness, his fragility, you have no doubt that you could probably knock him over with a strong breath if you needed to breathe. You can also discern, you've seen some of these kinds of tattoos before. You're not sure if they're from him, but certainly someone of his at least claimed skill level. You've seen the syndicate tattoos, so realistic, in some cases magical, that they appear as though real serpents wind around the skin. The rumors, should they be true, you're not sure if they are that some of these tattoo artists are able to imbue the tattoos with magical properties.
Mm-hmm.
He may be one of these legendary artists, but he seems genuinely enthusiastic about doing anything in his power to be released, and certainly this is the only thing in his power. It's the only thing that he knows. You know all of this for absolute certain in nothing but like a glance and a few seconds of appraisal.
We should take
totally
him
want to
with
get
us.
tested.
We should take him with us. We can feed him, we can help him, and he can help us.
I propose that I will perform my craft on you, but you must let me go. I do not wish to go anywhere with anyone.
Oh, if you would like to stay here, then yes, we would love if you would imbue your craft on us, and then yes, you should go as you please.
All right, so there are a few things about this. One, he is not going to be able to tattoo slime or steel. So, Trivial and Lynx, I'm afraid you cannot get one of these. The other thing is that he has a selection of tattoos that he can do. He can only ever do in any given tattoo once. No one else can ever own a tattoo that has been tattooed before.
Oh, wonderful.
He has a short list of the tattoos that he can do. He is unable to tell you what the effects of the tattoos will be, so you as players will have to choose based entirely on the description of the tattoo.
Okay. I am willing to be up for the challenge.
That would be cool to get the letters like bookworm across my knuckles.
So excited now that you're taking him up on his offer and he has a chance to show off his skill. He opens up his little portfolio book and shows you the tattoos that are left in his repertoire. There is one that is a stack of 3 books. There is two crossed broken blades, one that looks like 3 candles, one that looks like a censer.
Like the incense thing?
Yeah.
Incense swinger.
There is one that seems to be 3 feathers wrapped together in leather. There is one that are 3 shooting stars. There's one of a needle and 3 spools of thread. One of 3 ancient clay pots. One of 2 wilted roses with petals in the process of falling off. One of 3 waves, the Japanese finger wave style, cresting in the ocean. One of 3 hearts positioned next to each other, barely touching. One of 2 barbed vines wrapping around one another. One of 2 arrows crossed with a target motif behind them. One of a beautiful woman or man, lady's choice, smirking with a coy look in her eye. And then one of a radiant, brilliant supernova explosion. These are the tattoos at your disposal for selection.
Let's see. I would do 3 shooting stars.
3 shooting stars?
Yes. Because I'm an astral elf, it makes sense. Yeah.
Tycho, Korok, what are your choices?
I was thinking either between the ancient clay pots as an archaeologist, or maybe the book, but or no.
I'll do the waves.
Waves?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a turtle, right? Not a tortoise. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I think I'm proficient in swimming. Waves it is.
For Avial and Lynx. If you... I don't want to trade this. I don't know. I guess we'll figure out the particulars of it, but I will offer the 2 of you a tattoo as well, and I will have to figure out how it is justified as being on your bodies.
Lynx would probably decline it anyways. He'd be too paranoid, to take on the mark of another, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, Lynx, what if we were to get a copy of the drawing and somehow figure out how to etch it onto the inside, etch it onto
or
the
just
inside of your...
research it, to see if the drawing itself has properties.
Or do it in clear.
A tattoo sketch.
None of these mean anything except in the hands of a master with his specific, well-honed tool. But what about you, Varaviel? Would you like one?
Yes, but I wasn't listening because I didn't think I was gonna get one.
Hey, look, I'll send you the list, okay?
All right, Tycho, time to choose.
Okay, I guess I'll go with the pots.
The pots? All right, so Tycho has received a tattoo, a clay pot tattoo. I will read the description for the clay pot specifically, but largely, with the exception of the description of the image, these are relatively the same. They have the same sort of caveats to them. So the clay pot tattoo, a beautifully drawn tattoo of 3 clay pots. The details are exquisite, as is the shading and color. Truly the work of a master artist. This tattoo was done with an arcane needle in the hands of a master artist. The ink is infused with powerful enchantments that allow the one bearing the tattoo to draw upon the magical energies within to cast a spell. If attuned to the tattoo, you may cast the Mold Earth spell 3 times. Each time the spell is cast, one of the pots breaks. Once the spell has been cast 3 times and the pots are all broken, the tattoo requires 24 hours to regenerate itself before it can be used again. If the tattoo is not attuned, the details of the tattoo fade and the color takes on a dull tone, preventing the wearer from drawing upon its power until it has been attuned to again. So this does take an attunement slot to gain the benefits from, but if you're not attuned to it, it is still technically on your body. The 3-star tattoo. Beautifully drawn tattoo of 3 shooting stars. The details are exquisite. Blah, 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 blah. When you cast the spell, one of the stars grows dim. Once it has been cast 3 times, the stars are all dim. It requires the recharge.
And it's just cast the light spell.
Correct.
3 times. Okay.
Korok wanted the waves.
Yes.
Korok is a beautifully drawn tattoo of an ocean with 3 waves. The details are exquisite, and as is the shading and color. Truly the work of a master artist. It allows you to cast the Shape Water spell 3 times per day. Each time the
That's
spell is
cool.
cast, one of the waves crashes into the ocean. Once all 3 have crashed, 24 hours to recharge it. All of these tattoos, of course, require attunement. Yes, that is your ocean wave. Oh, did you choose yet, Varaviel?
Yep, I'm gonna go with the radiant, brilliant supernova explosions.
Very well. The Radiant Star Tattoo. It is a beautifully drawn tattoo of a brilliant radiant star. The details are exquisite, blah, 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 blah. If attuned, you may cast the Word of Radiance spell once. When the spell is cast, the radiance leaves the star growing dull. Once the spell has been cast and the star is dim, the tattoo requires 24 hours to recharge. Radiant Word is a pretty powerful spell, even though this is along with all of the other tattoo things are cantrips. That one does damage to everyone adjacent to you. That is why you can only cast it once.
I'm more of a cannon now. Hooray!
If anybody gets near to you, you can be like, no thank you.
Does this guy charge, like, also, if I wanted to buy another one?
If you wish to procure his services for another tattoo, it would cost you 50,000.
Okay.
Since you didn't get a tattoo, I'm going to give you a little bit of a freebie here, Lynx.
Ooh.
As you are fiddling with the map over the course of, the several hours that these tattoos are taking, though the man works with a great deal of electry, he still takes time to cover the surface area that it takes for these. While that is happening, you're fiddling with this illegible drawing, and you realize that you've seen a similar symbol to one that you find sort of like watermarked in the, you know how dollar bills will have like a little watermark you can't normally see unless you hold it up to the light. You hold it up to the light of one of these lanterns next to you, and you see this watermark, and you've seen this watermark before. There is a similar mark on the signet ring of Thuldor Blackfist. Not the signet of Thuldor, but you've seen it on the inside of the ring, a little picture like that.
What was the name?
Boldor Blackfist. That was like my mentor or whatever.
You have an item in your inventory called the signet ring of Thuldor Blackfist. You've seen it on that.
Huh. Maybe you could use that signet ring.
I'll make some connections. What? Like, should I roll like investigation to see if I can get any more?
No, I mean, do you wanna use the signet ring?
How would that be used?
Well, probably touching it to the watermark.
Oh, okay. Shit, yeah.
Like pulling teeth with you.
Yeah.
As you touch the ring to the paper, the illusion protected, the illusory spell, the illusion magic that is protecting this chart fades. I've rolled it to chat, but I will now read it aloud. This map has a chart that indicates the safest route through the eternal maelstroms that make up the Lawless Tumult to the planet Vitern. It is made of a strange magic-infused material similar to cloth, but with a texture of paper that seems nigh impervious to damage. The chart route shifts and alters in real time as the maelstrom's location and intensities change. This map is a highly guarded object and worth a small fortune to the right buyer. Simply possessing it makes you a priority target for the inhabitants of the Lawless Tumult, but selling it would all but guarantee your assassination. The chart, it could easily fetch 50,000, which there's your tattoo right there. However, The issue that you're running into is, as Lynx goes to show this to literally any of you, none of you can make sense of it. Lynx seems to be the only one who can see it now.
Okay. Shit, well, I took that away.
Tycho,
Well, we're trying to get there, right?
Tycho, I want.
Perfect.
What do I want you to roll here? I want you to roll. Let's do persuasion, or should I just do straight charisma for you? That's the same number either way, so just roll persuasion for me. Captain Jezreel comes up to you, dusting herself off and giving a couple orders to her men. She walks over to you and says, I'm sorry that there are no particular rewards for you as you were hoping. She looks down at the sword sheath by her side. I have a great deal of attachment to this sword, but you have brought victory to us and retaken the capital, so I know that you were eyeing this and being very vocal about wanting it, so I offer you my blade in exchange for your help. It is unfortunately all I have to offer. And she extends to you, hilt first, a blade not covered, but with many rubies and jewels on the hilt of it in a beautifully, what is it, burnished? I believe it's burnished or lacquered, beautifully lacquered leather scabbard. You can tell without even touching it that this blade exudes, well, you've never seen its equal. Will you accept it?
I mean, yeah. Who's taking it?
Well, she's offering it to Tycho.
I'm kind of torn because it sounds badass, but I think Tycho wouldn't take it.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you don't have to.
Respectable.
I would be interested to see what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sword was made by Jezreel's father, a master smith, for a four-fingered man. That man never came to reclaim the weapon, and it passed to Jezreel after her father died. It is an exquisite blade, jeweled and well-tended, though balanced for a four-fingered hand. You have never seen its equal. It has 3 special properties. First off, it requires attunement. It is strangely balanced, essentially giving it a -2 to attack rolls made with it. It is finely made, giving it +2 to damage rolls made with it. And it is lucky. The jewels that are inset on the hilt grant you the ability to re-roll 1 attack, 1 ability, or 1 saving throw, any of those that you wish. Just once per day you can be like, no, I actually didn't roll that, I rolled this instead, and then that ability recharges after 24 hours.
That's cool. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool.
That was made by her father.
And with that is our session. What? I can't even remember what questions I asked last time, so find out on the next exciting episode of the Tales from Tenrei.
PG.
Oh, also like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever. Donate to my coffee or my PayPal.
You know it.
Yeah. Give Gamma all your money.